Good morning students, welcome back to the online class. Today we are going to discuss the new topic, that is input mask. Input mask. This is a new topic in MS Access 17 and in the chapter 11 is a new topic. In previously we discussed these things, how to remove, how to add a primary key, how to set up a primary key, how to remove it, and also the hyperlinks. So all these things I think you understand these things. Okay, if you are not understand still, then you please do comment. Okay, now today we are going to discuss a new topic, it is input mask. Okay, now first you have to know what is actually input mask. Okay, in a book, you can see page number uh, page number 201. You can see this property allows us to have control over data entry by defining a set of format for each character that is entered in the field. Means what? You can do some rules. Okay, you can do some rules. For example, I can again say an input mask allows you to specify exactly how data should be entered into the database. It's an expression that specifies certain rules about how the data should be formatted as it is entered into the system. So before going to the system, you can make your own input mask. Means you can create your own design how the data will go to the system, how the data go to the database. So input mask is used to do these things. Okay, for example, take an example. Say okay, roll number, name, date of birth. This is a student table. Say this is a student table. Data sheet view. This is a data sheet view. Okay. Now I also give the design view also. In below you can see this is the design view of student table. Design view. In design view, what happened? This is the field name, data type, and the optional part is description. Okay. Now, okay, field name, roll number, data type, it should be what? It should be number. Descriptions, say roll number. Next field is name, student name. It should be text. Okay, so that's why we will be text name. Next, the last one is date of birth. Date of birth. Date of birth means what? It should be date and time. So date oblique time. Okay. Now this is the design view and this is the data set view. Okay. In design view, for example, say that in date of birth, you want to create a input mask for this field. You want to create a input mask at this field, date of birth. For example, when in dataset view, when you enter the date of birth, it should come first the date, after that month, and after that the year. Or for example, first come month, say April, and after that date say 12, and the year says 2010. So in this way you want to create it. Means what? So means what? First the month is coming, after that date and year. Okay, so in this format it is called short date. In this way you want to apply this design in the date of birth field. Okay, when a user enter the date of birth, the format looks like this one. Okay, for this reason what happened, you have to create an input mask. Otherwise the date of birth field will be say default value will come, but you don't want the default value, you want to create your own input mask. So that's why you can create your own input mask with the help of the go to the field properties, and after that take the input mask options. Now you can see in the book, an input mask can serve the following purposes. There are two purposes of an input mask. The first one is it forces you to enter field value in terms of like this one 999, 99 and again 99, or 1 2 3 4 5 4 5 5 5 6 3 3 2. So this is a what? This is a pattern. This is a pattern you can apply in the input mask. So only with the help of input mask. It can fill, number 2, it can fill in constant characters like hyphen, slash, and optionally store this character as a part of the field value, so that the user does not have to enter it explicitly. Okay, means what? Some character is constant. Constant means what? What is the meaning of constant? Constant means fixed value. Okay, sometimes you want to enter a value like 999, means what? First 3 figure, 2 figure, then 4 figure. Okay, the same thing in that first value, 2 value, and 4 value. Okay, in the same things, what happened? Number 2, you can say hyphen and slash. These are no need to write. These are coming automatically when you create an input mask. So this is a good advantage, or you can say this is a second advantage of input mask. It is coming automatically, this hyphen and this slash. Okay, this is a special character which you don't need to write. It is coming automatically when you enter or when you create the input mask. Okay, for creating input mask, you can see next page, input mask wizard. Let you choose from the list of Boolean masks depending upon the type of field that you will include in 2010. Let us take an example of a phone number field. Let's set the property using input mask. Okay, these are some steps how to create input mask, but as I am just giving the example of date of birth. Now you can see in date of birth what happened. Go to the input mask wizard. Go to the first field properties. And after that go to the input mask wizard. Input mask wizard. Okay. In this widget field, you will get different options or type. Say long date, short date. Okay, short date. Say current date. So in this way the different options will come. You just select one options from this type of already predefined format. I am selecting sort date. Sort date means what? First two value, after that again two value, and after that the four value. Means what? First say month is coming, and after that date is coming, and after that year is coming. So in this way, this format will be applied in date of birth. So with the help of input mask wizard or input mask. Okay, so you can see here the steps is given here, but the examples is different. Here the example is a phone number. How the phone number will look like? You can see in the input mask. Go to the click the button to extreme right in the input mask property. Means what? There is an icon in the input mask wizard like this one. Three dot icon. In the three dot icon, you just click on the three dot icon, and after that there is an input mask wizard will come. After that, the input mask dialog box that appears will first ask you to save the table. First, after clicking this three dot icon, then after that the input mask wizard dialog box will come, and after that it automatically asks you to save the table, and after that you click yes button. Click the yes button, and after that for the field say phone number field, there is a field in the table. There is no field in the phone number field here, but in the example you can see there is a field called phone number. You just select the phone number, you will see a list of shown figure. Okay, now highlight the mask you want to use and click the next button. Means just select the options, after that click the next button. Okay, now see next point is change the input marks and placeholder characters. If you want to and click the next button, the placeholder character is displayed in the field that hold the input mask. Okay, now see after that what happened, there is a input mask option is coming like this one. For example, here when you select the phone number options as input mask, there is a option coming like these things: 999. After that what happened? 000, and 000. Means what? 9 as the first value, not default value. 9, you can just take the 9 value is the first value, and after that 000 means what? It is an optional value. You can take these things. Okay, so in this way you can arrange your phone numbers. Okay, so phone numbers look like this one. First number, 3-digit number is coming, then a bracket coming, after that 3 digit, again 3 digit. Okay, so in this way you can apply this input mask. Again I say input mask is used in tables, queries, forms, and also report generations. Okay, now see in date of field, my example is date of field, date of birth. Okay, when I apply these things in date of birth, what happened? I am using sort date. I am selecting the sort date. It is coming like this one: 00 00 000. First two digit, again 2 digit, and after that 4 digit. Means what? When you enter say roll number 1, name Rahul, after that it is coming automatically like this way, in this way, the hyphen, the slash. Now you can see this symbol is coming automatically. Means what? You can give first what? First month, after that date, and after that the year, say 1998. Okay, so in this way you can give the date of birth. Say example number 2, say Pia, and date of birth again it will come again. It will coming again this type of symbols, You can again give the date, month first month, then again date 04/2010. Okay. So in this way you can set the input mask in the field date of birth. For example, one more thing, you don't want to give the full field in the year. In the year, this is the month, this is the date, and this is the year. You don't require 4 fields in the year field or year digits. So you want to reduce it double and it is also double. Means what? Month also 2 digits, year date also 2 digits, and also year also 2 digits. Means what? If you apply these things in this already applied, but you remove these things in the input mask. 4 digits not now, this is a now 2 digit number in the year options. Now you can, your output will look like, it is not 1998, it is like 98 and 10, means 2010. So you can reduce the digit also in here in the array option. You can go and you can also select the year as a 2-digit numbers. Okay, so in this way you can create your own input mask so that the user can easily understand, okay, and easily enter the data. So this is the advantage of using input mask in the field, in table field, report generations, forms, queries, etc. So it is so important, input mask. In the examinations, sometimes it comes in what is input mask, how to create input mask, or say like write the steps to create an input mask. So it is very important. So please read this page very carefully. I think you understand these things. If you are not understand these things, please do comment me. Okay. So now next thing is very important. Next thing is called caption. Caption, very important. Caption. What is the meaning of caption? Caption means what? The heading of the table. Okay, see, the caption property is used when you want to display an alternative name for the field to make the field name more explanatory. It can contain up to 2048 characters. It is generally used in a form or a report. Means what? A caption property means what? The caption property actually used to give more description for a field. For example, this is a student table. Say student. Here in the below you can give a caption option. Caption property. When you apply the caption property in any field, there is a more explanatory you can give. Means what? You can give more options or more words. For example, now you can see student only, not students. I want to say that student information system. Student information system. You can create a caption for like this. Okay, so it is very important because you can give more explanatory for a field. You can see here in the book, you can see this is an alternative name. This is an alternative name for a field to make the field name more explanatory. It can contain up to 2048 characters. Means what? You can create this field up to, or you can add the descriptions explanatory up to 2048 characters. 2048 characters you can include in this caption field property. Okay, It is so important. It is generally used in the form and the reports. Means it is generally used in what? In form and also in report generation. In the report generation also use this caption property, so that a report makes explanatory, means the report goes good details about the things. Okay, it gives a clear details of a report, so that's why we need to give the caption property in the report generations or in the form. Okay. Now, next thing is the default value. Default value. Default value. Default value means what? The system value, already predefined value. Okay, the system is already given the value. For example, you can see, and sometimes some value are given to the users. It is already predefined. You cannot change it because it is a default value. For example, in your mobile settings, there is a default settings. Okay, if you change or if you create your own settings, you can change it. But if you want to again come back to the default settings, again click the default settings, then your computer or your mobile phone will come automatically in the default settings. That is what? It is already created. This setting is already created. In the same things, the default value means what? It is already created. You just apply these things. Now see, in the book you can see the default value is one that is displayed automatically for the field when you add a new record to the table. This can be any value that matches the data type of the field. It can change during the data entry. To enter a default value, take the default box. To enter a default value, take the default value box in the field properties pane and type the value. It means what? It is coming automatically. The default value is coming automatically. It is added automatically. When you create a new field, okay, or when you add a new records, then it comes automatically. Automatically it comes. Okay, for example, say this is a student table. Okay, now in the student table, first is roll number, name, class, and the last option is what? The sections. For example, this table is student table, say class 9 section B. This table is actually class 9 section B. Okay, say roll number 1, 2, 3 up to 1 to 3, then name say Rahul, Suresh, Priya. Okay, class 9. And in the section, this field you can give a default value. In a section you can give a default value. Okay, because this is a class 9B, means section is B, so there is no A section is coming, so that's why you can give a default value, that is the section D should be B, so that's why B will come automatically. So section B will come automatically because this is in class 9B student table. All the information is only class 9B. So that's why the section B, the B option you can give as a default value. So for default value, just go to the default value box. There is a box called default value box. In a default value box, give the default value. I am giving B as a default value for the field section. Okay. So in this way, you can give a default value in any field. It is coming automatically when the record is entered. Okay. So it is so important. Okay. So in your exams, it may become what is default value and how it is used, or what is the advantage of default value in a table, in a field. Okay. Next is the required property. Next thing is very important, that is required property. Required property. Required property. So required property means what? Now see in the book you can see, set the required property of the selected field to yes if the field should always receive a value during data entry. The default value of this property is no. Means the default value of this property actually no. But you can change it to yes, which means that the field can be left blank. Okay. So required property, the value you have to give. There are two options, yes and no. Okay. The value, there are two values in a required property, yes or no. The no is the default value. It is coming automatically no in every field, but you can change it to yes. For example, this is a student table. Say this is a student table. This is a roll number, name and address. Okay. Okay. Now see, in this table there are three fields. Roll number, name and address. Okay. You want the name field should be yes. The field required property field should be yes. The required property field should be yes. It means what? This field should not be left blank. The user gives some value. When you enter the name, say for example, roll number 1, address Jorhat. You cannot left blank. You have to give something here, the name box, the name field. Okay, because required property value you give is this yes. When it is given the value is yes, it means this property should not be left blank. Means what? Not null. Not null. Not null means what? Null means what? Null means empty. Empty. Or not null means what? It should not have empty. It should have some value in this box, in this field. So that's why required property is so important. When you apply these things in the name field, it will automatically give a restriction to the user that it should have some value in this field. So that's why I am using name as a required property box. Select yes. By default it is no. Default value is no. In examinations it may become that what is actually required property and what is the advantage of the required property. Okay. So you I think you understand these things. If you are again understand these things, please remember, please do comment me. Okay. So this is the required property. So at last I want to again say In a doubt playing session, only few students coming. I'm again and again say, please come in the doubt playing session because it is so important for you. Please come. I'm requesting you. Please come. Okay? So please come. I think you understand these things. Take it very seriously. Okay? So this is today we will discuss these things. How to validate the data field or say captions, default value, required property and input mask. Input mask, default value, required property. This thing is already done today. So I think you understand these things. If you don't understand, then please you do comment me. Okay? So thank you everybody for watching this video. Again I say, stay at home and be safe. Thank you. Thank you everybody. Have a nice day. Thank you.